Hey guys, it is the one and the only Buzzer Beater podcast. Alright, so today, Enos Cantor and Doug McDermott and Bulls second round pick got traded for Carmelo Anthony. And Ian, what are your thoughts on this?
Well, I think it's a good trade for the Thunder, but it's gonna really cap up the Thunder because I'm just saying Carmelo Anthony has like 2 or 3 more solid years left in him, maybe like one more good year.
But
And
wait, is it okay if I talk really quickly? Say something.
Yeah, go ahead.
He's gonna leave next year. If they didn't trade him, he had one more year on his contract, and he would have left. Ian, keep going.
Yeah. So and Carmelo Anthony's contract is pretty huge, even though it's not for that many years. It's gonna cap up the Thunder with paying Russell Westbrook and Carmelo Anthony and Paul George, and only one of those players is probably gonna stay for a long time, and that's Russell Westbrook.
Okay.
Alright,
I think it was a great trade for both teams, in my opinion, because a lot of people were saying the Knicks made a dumb move, but considering Carmelo Anthony was leaving and he's getting older, you can't get a lot for him. And Enes Kanter is good because he still has a couple more years to grow. And last year he averaged 14.7 rebounds, backing up Steven Adams. Now, if you gave him the starting role with Kristaps, I think he could probably average 16 and whatever else rebounds. I don't really know.
More than that.
Yeah, but I think he could be
Knicks haven't had a good big man since, honestly, Patrick Ewing. So,
Well, what about Amari Stoudemire?
That's true, but they got an Irish Stoudemire when he was old, right?
Yeah, wasn't he old?
That's true.
Yeah, that's pretty much the only big man they've had in the past 30 years.
Mm-hmm.
So they're gonna treat him like a king.
Right.
They're gonna give him a ton of minutes.
Yeah, but at the same time, you gotta realize.
19 points a game this year.
Okay,
I don't know.
I also think that because they also have Willie Hernangomez, who deserves good minutes too, and Kyle O'Quinn and Joakim Noah. They have so many centers. They're gonna need to do something about that.
Well, they have a bunch of bum centers.
Not really. All of them deserve a good amount of minutes.
Kyle.
Well, what they'll probably do is just trade them away for better assets,
Or for a future, maybe get a pick for one of them or something like that. I don't know. But
or just a young player.
that too. But Willie Hernangomez.
You could get something okay for Kyle O'Quinn.
They traded.
Kyle O'Quinn's a solid player. He's only 27, which I didn't know.
Really? So he's in this.
He averages 6 boards a game. He's a nice piece if you want rebounding.
Mm-hmm.
Not much of a scorer though.
But also is good considering. Of course, they need to get rid of Carmelo Anthony. Kristaps needs the ball more. He's gonna be a great power forward. I think in a couple years he can be the second best in the league, behind Anthony Davis. No?
No.
Who do you think would be ahead of him?
Wait, second best in the league, out of all players.
Second best power forward.
Oh. Yeah, probably. He'd probably be the best power forward.
He's not being better than Anthony Davis. I don't think so.
I don't know. They're pretty. They're in a lot of a similar situation because they're a star surrounded by really bad players. Considering that DeMarcus Cousins is probably going to leave.
Yeah, unless that's a good point.
So, if the Knicks build well out of this trade and their team becomes decent, then Kristaps would probably be the best.
So,
and also, isn't Kristaps younger than Anthony Davis?
Yes, Kristaps is 23. Anthony Davis is 25.
So, I'm looking at the Knicks depth chart for the 2017-2018 season.
Right.
I feel like it's an improvement, honestly, because Doug McDermott's a nice piece. Obviously not the best.
He
but
dropped 9 and 3,
He's a good
which is
shooter.
good. Yeah, he's a great
All
shooter.
very well. They have a nice young point guard. A few nice young point guards, and Frank Ntilikina and Ron Baker.
Ron Baker is going to be getting
I
many
love
minutes.
Ron Baker.
I actually don't know who that is.
You don't really? Matthew, can you
Yeah.
shut up with your chewing, please?
Is he
What?
Can you shut up with your chewing, please?
I'm eating.
Okay.
Break.
How old is Ron Baker?
Ron,
He's 24. Yeah. Okay, so I was right. He's young. And Tim Hardaway Jr. young, and I feel like he's good. And
Yeah.
obviously Porzingis and Hernan Gomez.
do you think Hernan Gomez is going to start
Yes.
over Enes Kanter?
I don't know. They're probably just gonna be switching off.
Yeah.
I'll just have cheese or pepperoni. I don't really care. You decide.
Can you mute yourself, Matthew?
Sorry about that.
Matthew, or does
Wait,
anyone
I
have...
can't move myself.
What? You clicked the 3 dots. You clicked the 3 dots. Does anyone have any last things to say, or can we move on to the next topic?
I think that.
the next topic.
Wait. I think that the Knicks actually won that trade, considering that Carmelo's getting old and he was gonna leave,
Mm-hmm.
and they got like a good young, like pretty. I mean, like some young players that aren't too bad out of it. So
Well, they're both 25, so they're going to be hitting their prime in a couple years. So they're not super
Yeah.
young, but they still got room to improve.
they have room to improve,
Mm-hmm.
and Carmelo really doesn't because he's getting old.
Yeah.
So I think they won that trade, and they also have that pick like some good players from the second round came out like Draymond Green and Isaiah Thomas. So you never know.
Yep. Okay, next topic. We have our award races for next year. Who's going to start?
Alright, award races.
Let's do one award by a time. Like, we'll do MVP, then we'll all go around and we'll explain our reasoning, then move on.
Alright. MVP. Alright, who wants to go first about MVP?
I will.
I say
Oh, Matthew, you go.
you go first. You go first.
I say LeBron James. I think that LeBron James is still the best player in the world. I think now that Kyrie is gone, he will be pretty much he will be playmaking for his team the entire time. I think he'll be getting more time with the ball. I think that he'll have a good year playing with, considering Isaiah Thomas won't be playing for the first half of the year, or however.
Why?
Well, he's injured till like January. I'm pretty sure.
He has a hip injury.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So I'm thinking that he will shine on his team at 33 still. And I think that he'll have a good year. I think he'll average about 28 points, 8 rebounds, 8 assists, like close to 2 steals and a block.
But you also have D-Rose playing.
But that's major downgrade from Kyrie.
Yeah.
So he's going to be getting
But-
more time with the ball.
Yeah.
Who do you think's going to win MVP,
Okay.
Matthew?
I'll go next. So, honestly, I have a lot to say about the MVP race. So,
Me too.
if the MVP was true to its name, I've said this so many times. I bet I've given this argument to you guys before. But if the NBA was true,
Yeah.
the MVP was true to its name, LeBron would win it every year.
Yes,
Like, think about it.
100%.
It's Cleveland the first time. They're terrible. Sorry, an ad popped up. Excuse me. Alright. He goes to the Heat. They win 2 titles, and they go to 3 in a row.
Right.
He goes back to Cleveland. They go from terrible to they win a championship and the next year.
Right.
And so he's valuable. Russell Westbrook, who just won it.
Russell deserves that though.
Yeah, but
But we're saying if it was true to the name.
he's not that valuable because the Thunder are not that good. Well, when he won the award.
His stats are not being used to its fullest.
But this year, I don't think it's going to be LeBron because the NBA just doesn't give MVP trophies to LeBron anymore. I think it's going to be Kawhi Leonard
That's that. That was. I think that's my runner-up.
Because I think Kawhi Leonard is just gluing the Spurs together right now. Because that team is so old, and it's a really good team.
And I think they'll do really good next year. I think they'll get a second seed. We'll talk about that later, but
I think they'll make it to the finals. Or no.
semifinals.
Maybe the finals.
It'll be. I don't know if we can go that far, but
I'm really confident in Kawhi.
Matthew, do you think he's gonna win MVP as well?
I think if the Thunder win like 60+ games, it'll either be Paul George or Russell Westbrook, depending on who shows up the most.
Really?
Mhm.
Okay.
And if not, then Kawhi Leonard, because like all the same reasons that Ian said, like he carries that team so hard.
I think the two runner-ups were definitely, which aren't as important, but I think it's definitely Kawhi and Giannis. Because I think Giannis is going to have an amazing year next year, especially if they trade Jabari Parker.
Well, I feel like Giannis.
The Bucks aren't like popular enough to get an MVP person.
But Giannis is.
Exactly. Like, Giannis, I feel like is going to take a huge step this season. But I feel like he needs to take another huge step to be MVP running.
So maybe 2 years, you're saying, Ian?
Giannis Antetokounmpo cannot shoot the ball at all.
Yeah, he needs to work on his shooting.
I agree.
Hello.
Okay. Rookie of the Year.
Rookie of the Year. I feel like the Rookie of the Year is going to go to Lonzo Ball.
Definitely.
This is going to get some hate, and but Lonzo Ball is just a great player. He can pass the ball.
Mm-hmm.
He can shoot the ball. Not a great mid range, but he can shoot the ball, and I feel like he's going to have a nice, 14-point per game season.
That's what I said. I said the same. I said 14 as well.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, I think it'll be around there.
I think he'll be competing with Ben Simmons for the Rookie of the Year, because Ben Simmons has somewhat experience, summer league. That's, I guess, but yeah, I feel like it's gonna be Lonzo Ball.
Okay, I have to agree, because thinking about it, I don't think Ben Simmons will win it, because that whole team is going to be getting insane minutes, and if Joel Embiid is healthy, then Joel Embiid is going to be playing better than Ben Simmons. Markel's going to be getting the ball a good amount.
Joel Embiid's still a rookie? Considered a rookie?
Really?
No.
Oh.
I'm not saying that he's in the running, but I'm saying he will be getting the ball a lot. It won't just be all to Ben Simmons, and like I guess I shouldn't be doubting him because I don't know much about him. I haven't seen him play a ton, but I don't think that they're going to be running their offense through Ben Simmons like the Lakers will be running their offense through Lonzo Ball.
Oh yeah, definitely, because Ben Simmons hasn't played a game.
Well, neither has Lonzo Ball, but
yeah, like Lonzo Ball's the head of the Lakers right now. Like if Lonzo Ball does good, he will be valuable.
He's going to be the future of that team, in my opinion, with Julius Randle.
I don't think Julius Randle's going to turn out.
You don't think so?
Really?
No.
I think he's going to play.
He's a good player. He's just.
I think he'll go up to like borderline all-star level. I think that's like where his career will take him.
No way.
How old is he? I'm looking that up right now. I know he's still pretty young, but I don't know how old exactly.
Is he like 24, 25?
Sorry about that music. Alright,
He is
alright.
22 still.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so has everyone given their opinions?
Matthew, do you agree?
But I think Lonzo Ball, yeah.
Okay.
Alright, well, what's next?
Sixth man of the year.
6 grand?
Ian, do you want to start or should I start?
I'll start. So which in that Rockets Clippers trade was it Lou Williams or Eric Gordon that went to the Clips?
Lou Williams went to the Clippers.
Okay. He'll probably be starting then, right?
Yeah, who? Because
like
JJ Redick's gone. So like,
JJ Redick's gone.
he's a Sixer.
Huh.
Do you not know
I didn't
this?
that.
I'm pretty sure. I'm like 99% sure they signed him to a 1-year deal.
Huh. Alright, that's a nice pickup. I didn't know that. Alright, well, so Eric Gordon is still a Rocket.
Yeah, JJ Redick's a 76er.
Alright,
Where have you been, Ian?
was it? What?
So where have you been?
I don't know. I don't pay attention to the Sixth Man of the Year award. Who won the Sixth Man last year?
Eric Gordon.
Eric Gordon. Back to he might. I think he's gonna get back to back this year.
Really?
Eric Gordon's gonna be coming off the bench for James Harden,
Of course.
and when James Harden go out, he can score the ball. He's not the most athletic, but he plays nice defense. He shoots 43% three-point field goal percentage, which is pretty good.
Definitely.
So I feel like it's gonna be Eric Gordon going back to back, and I'm predicting he's gonna average 17 points a game.
Okay. I have mine being Jay Crowder because not only can Jay Crowder play some good offense, but he has a really nice defensive game too. If they have him backing up LeBron, they're either going to be starting him at shooting guard, but I think it'll be more likely that he'll back up LeBron. I think he has the ability to average like 14, 5, and 3 offensively. I think he'll have great numbers defensively because he's always been a good defender.
Yeah, well, that also could be a problem to predict Jay Crowder because, I was saying to you earlier that Jay Crowder's probably going to come off the bench, but they could put him at shooting guard.
Right.
Are you still talking about Sixth Man?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, sorry, I was talking to my colleague.
It's okay. Okay. Well, if it's not Jay Crowder, then I will have to agree with Ian and say it's Eric Gordon. Matthew?
All right.
Oh wait, can I say one thing really quickly, Matthew?
What?
It could also be Dario Saric. I do not think he'll be starting.
Is he not starting?
I think it's going to be Markelle, JJ Redick, Ben Simmons, Robert Covington, and Joel Embiid. I think they're starting Robert Covington over Dario Saric. Call just failed for some reason. What happened?
Hello?
I'm still here.
Okay.
Okay, did you hear what I was saying though?
Yeah, about the
So I'm thinking that Dario Saric would also have the ability if he has a good year.
Yeah, that's a nice prediction. I forgot about Dario Saric. The only time I've been really talking about Dario Saric is around the middle of the year. I was predicting him to get Rookie of the Year.
This year had good Rookie of the Year. Like it was like a really close.
Yeah, Brogdon made a little bit though. Alright,
Matthew.
What's that one dude's name? Oh my goodness.
Who did he play for?
What?
Who does he play for?
I'm pretty sure he plays for the Rockets.
Eric
Or
Gordon.
got traded from the Clippers.
Lou Williams.
No.
Patrick
Yeah,
Beverly.
he might still play for the Clippers.
Patrick Beverly.
No.
Are you talking about
Skinny dude. What's his name?
Trevor Ariza?
No. He was involved. I'm pretty sure he was involved in that trade.
Sam Decker?
He might not have been though. Jay Pratt. No.
This is why you should have written stuff down, Matthew.
Shut up. Can't freaking remember.
Okay, next category. Defensive Player of the Year. Ian, like start.
Sorry, could you repeat the order?
Defensive Player of the Year.
Alright. Defensive Player of the Year, I feel like it's gonna go to Rudy Gobert.
I agree, 100%.
I think that Gobert was snubbed from the defensive players we did last year.
Really?
Yeah. Draymond's a great defender, but Rudy Gobert just block
Everyone.
weird, but he just blocks like you said, everybody.
Huh.
And I'm looking up his block averages right now, but I'm pretty sure it's I feel like Draymond's a great all around defender, but I feel like Rudy Gobert's just in what I feel like is the true defending stat, which is blocking.
Okay, that's fair.
Yeah, I agree with Ian, because I mean it would probably didn't Rudy Gobert get injured in the playoffs?
Yes.
Yeah. So I feel like if he would have not gotten injured and he played as well as Draymond Green, then he probably would have won it last year.
Yeah.
So
Even though it's a regular season stat, people still take into consideration of the playoffs. But keep going.
yeah, but so if he stays healthy during the playoffs, which I assume they'll make it, I don't know, after Gordon Hayward left.
Okay.
But
My point has been proven further. Rudy Gobert averaged 2.9 blocks per game last year, and Draymond Green averaged 1.4.
Okay.
yeah, if he goes into the playoff, performs well, and Draymond
I mean, well, let me just say one thing: the Jazz are not making the playoffs. It's not happening.
Yeah.
Their team is god awful now.
They're gonna be bad.
Well, I have to agree with Rudy Gobert. Now, I do not agree that he got snubbed last year, though, because I think it was very impressive, Draymond Green's defending stats last year, considering he has the ability to guard every position at 6'7".
he doesn't defend, he just kicks people in the nuts, though.
Matthew. On a serious note,
Okay, hold on. Before we start anything else, how do you mute? Because, I don't know how to.
you click the 3 dots and then click mute.
Okay, I got it.
But not many players in the league have that ability to be a good defender against every position in the league, or position there is not in the league. But I think that's what Draymond Green won. But I definitely think this year Rudy Gobert has the ability to, because he'll have the team. He'll be the leader of his team. He is getting closer to his prime, and considering he's getting older, he's how old is he now? 25.
Yes.
And so I think he's getting closer to his prime, and I think he'll definitely have that ability to win it. And I also think my dark horse is Hassan Whiteside. I think Hassan Whiteside could definitely do it too.
Yeah. He's definitely underrated.
Yeah.
And the Heat are gonna get better, so people will probably look at him more.
Definitely. Okay, most improved.
The Heat just paid Josh Richardson a bunch of money.
I saw that. I don't know how I feel about that.
They're freaking dumb.
Alright. What's the next?
Most improved.
Alright.
Who's
someone else want to go first?
I will.
Look at something real quick.
I have two.
No, Cameron, go first.
I have two people that I have in mind. My number one is D'Angelo Russell. My number two is Brandon Ingram.
Oh, I've got my guy.
I think
Cameron just likes the Lakers.
yes, but I'm trying not to be biased talking about it. What, man?
Except D'Angelo Russell's on net.
He was a Laker.
Same thing, yeah.
But I think he's the ability to win most improved, because he's going from a team of young talent that deserves the ball from a team of a bunch of bums that he will be getting the ball a lot. I think he's the ability to make players around him better, but like Magic Johnson said, I think that he has the ability to pass the ball, he has the ability to shoot the ball. He can lead a team pretty well. I think the Nets definitely improved this offseason. And I just think that considering he's 21 right now, I think he can definitely get that award. I think he'll be averaging 20 points, 4 rebounds, 6 assists, 1.5 steals.
That barely improved. I would say big step.
Really, you don't.
I agree with D'Angelo. I agree with current safety.
Wait. Cameron.
What?
How do you think Brandon Ingram will improve? Like, because Lonzo Ball is going to be there, and everybody's going to be paying attention to him and not.
Well, he will be starting as small forward. Magic Johnson has been saying that he's been working like crazy this offseason, getting himself in a better body shape, getting himself better at shooting. And I think that he will definitely have an improvement from his rookie season. That's me, though. You feel free to talk. Whoever wants to go next.
I don't think he's going to get the recognition, though.
Okay.
Alright, Ian, you want to go?
For most improved?
Yeah.
I agree with D'Angelo Russell. For the exact reason you guys just said. He's just gonna be leading that team.
Right.
And if D'Angelo Russell's leading your team, that just further proves that the Nets are terrible.
Kinda.
Alright, what's the next award?
Well, Matthew, who do you think?
I think D'Angelo Russell too.
Same reason.
Because he got put on a team where he can step up.
Right. Coach of the Year. I say Tom Thibodeau. Because
Really?
yeah. Because maybe I shouldn't. I don't know a ton about coaching in the NBA, but I think that the Timberwolves will be a good team this year. Ian, what were you gonna say?
I think it's gonna be Brad Stevens.
Okay.
Because I feel like the Celtics are better than the Timberwolves, and I feel like Brad Stevens is just overall a better coach than Tom Thibodeau. Tom Thibodeau is a good point, but especially because Jimmy Butler and Thibodeau like each other when they were both in Chicago.
Right. And then wasn't Tom Thibodeau also Jimmy Butler's coach in college?
Yeah, I think. Maybe. Hold on.
I'm pretty sure it was something like that.
Tom Thibodeau's is Bulls coach, right?
No, he's the
Timberwolves.
Timberwolves.
Ex-Bulls coach.
Oh.
He's coached the Bulls.
All right. Matthew, what do you think?
I agree with Ian. I think Celtics coach
Brad Stevens
is gonna be the best because of like Kyrie and Gordon Hayward. Like he has the ability to like make his team work. Like you can see that from how efficient team was last year with Isaiah Thomas, and now adding Kyrie and Gordon Hayward, but not having Isaiah Thomas. It'll be a challenge, but like he'll probably be able to figure it out.
Tom Thibodeau did not coach Jimmy Butler in college.
Really?
He coached him in Chicago.
Oh, okay.
Like 5 years.
Okay.
All right. Everyone's giving their opinions. What's next?
And we will be talking about standings.
Oh, okay.
I want to go first.
Division standings or 1 through 8, Western and Eastern Conference?
I think we should just do playoffs, and then next time we do this, we can do lottery.
I agree.
Because this might take a little bit. But can I start off really quickly?
Yes.
Because I want to give a bold opinion in the East. I'm going to start with my first 4, and then we'll talk about it, and I'll do my rest, and we'll just kind of do like that. So, I think for the first 4 in the East, it'll be Cavs, Wizards, Celtics, and Bucks. I think that the Wizards will be doing better than the Celtics because we don't know how the Celtics are going to work out yet. They blew up their roster this offseason. They have, I think it was...
Who?
The Celtics did.
Celtics.
Okay.
They've kept 4 people, I think it said 4 people from last year. And we don't know how Kyrie's going to perform. We don't know how Gordon Hayward's going to perform. And, of course, they have a good bench and they have good everyone else. But I just think the Wizards will do better because John Wall, I think, could also be a dark horse for MVP. He's going to be taking a step up coming into his prime this season. Bradley Beal is getting closer to his prime. Otto Porter getting paid this offseason. He's going to be coming and playing pretty good, shooting threes, of course, as he did last year. And the rest of the Wizards also have a pretty nice team. But I believe that the Wizards are going to be doing better than the Celtics.
Alright, are you going to give your Western Conference top 4?
I'm just going to do this. Do you guys disagree with this for a reason or anything?
I don't have anything to disagree with.
I don't think the Bucks will be that good.
Really?
Yeah.
But can I say one thing?
The conference is bad, so.
Yeah, that's true.
The one reason I think the Bucks will do better than any other team, the only other team that get the 4th seed is the Raptors.
Alright, I'm going with my standings 1 through 4.
Yeah, we're starting with
I'm
that.
going with Celtics 1, Cavs 2, Wizards 3, and what's her name? Raptors 4.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, of course, I gave my opinion on why I think the Wizards, but I do not think the Raptors will be better than the Bucks because Kyle Lowry is getting old. DeMar DeRozan's probably going to have a similar year to last year. I don't think that they're going to be good enough to get that high of a seed. I think the Bucks will do better because Giannis is going to be stepping up. They have lots of good young players: Malcolm Brogdon, Chris Middleton, Thon Maker, Giannis, of course.
Yeah, I'm just believing in the Raptors because from 2011 to 2016, the Raptors have increased their win total every single season. And they lost Amari Carroll, but I feel like they replaced him well with CJ Miles.
Yeah, that was definitely an improvement.
And so, yeah, I think Raptors are going to get 4. Alright, I'm going to mute for a second.
Okay. Matthew, who do you think your top 4 seeding will be?
Alright, top 4. I'm going to say... I don't know. I would say Cavs 1.
Mm-hmm.
Boston 2.
Okay.
They could go lower depending on how the Kyrie and that other dude turns out.
Mm-hmm.
Because other than that, they still have a pretty good team if they didn't have that.
Mm-hmm.
And Washington 3.
Okay.
Because of how much they've been improving.
Right. And they're all getting closer to their primes.
Yeah. And Brooklyn 4. No. I'm gonna say Toronto.
Dang, you guys don't believe in the Bucks.
I really don't think the Bucks will make top 4.
Well, they were a...
I know Giannis is good now, but they don't have consistent people behind him that would make them go over that hump.
Okay.
Because Jabari Parker keeps on getting injured.
I think
Did I miss?
Matthew's Eastern Conference. I think they'll trade Jabari Parker. I think they definitely should because he's not fitting their system. He's always getting injured. They should just trade him for someone else young that could possibly.
If Jabari Parker has another injury-ridden season, I agree.
Yes, but if not, they trade him for Tony Parker. No, not actually. No.
I don't like if I was a GM, if I was a GM, I don't like getting rid of injury players that I know have talent, because they could just leave and then they don't, and then they stop getting injured.
Yeah,
that just happens a lot.
But it could also go the other way. If you didn't take the risk and they just kept on getting injured and you paid them to be injured,
Yeah, and also
you would regret it.
Mm-hmm, also the thing is, if they're constantly getting injured on your team and you trade them, there's nothing you can do about it. If they're getting injured on your team, then they're getting injured on your team, like Matthew said, but just get something back for them. Jabari Parker has great potential if he's not getting injured.
Yeah, true. Alright, so...
imagine a trade
even their top 4 East.
Ian, imagine a trade that's Jabari Parker for Dario Saric and a pick.
That's not bad.
I think that could be a doable trade, because Dario Saric could get minutes on the Bucks, and I don't think he's as good as Jabari Parker, but I think that could work out.
Alright,
Now let's go top, or let's just go bottom 4 in the East now. This is where it'll get interesting.
Bottom 4 in the East?
Yeah. I'll go first. I say Raptors 5, Heat 6, Pistons 7, Hornets 8. I think that the Raptors are getting older, so I think they're going to drop a little bit. Nothing else. I've kind of already explained the Raptors. The Heat, they finished off the year amazing last year. They should have made the playoffs, in my opinion. But of course, they lost a tiebreaker or whatever that was. But I definitely think that the Heat are going to do good if everyone stays healthy, and like if Dion stays healthy, that's a big part of it. If Bam Adebayo plays well, like they expect him to, and if Hassan Whiteside continues to be Hassan Whiteside.
alright, nice. Alright, so...
Wait, I'm not done talking. I'm not done talking.
Oh, might be.
Pistons at 7. Pistons have just acquired Avery Bradley for Marcus Morris, which was an amazing trade for the Pistons. I believe that they have the ability, if Andre Drummond plays well, Reggie Jackson takes the step up that he's been needing to.
Mm-hmm.
If Avery Bradley can perform in their system, that they have the ability to be a playoff team. And Hornets will barely make the playoffs with their team, considering they've made nothing but improvements this offseason. They got Dwight Howard, they got Malik Monk.
Dwight Howard's an improvement.
For Miles Plumlee and Marco Bellinelli, definitely.
But he's like old.
But he's still going to do something on that team.
Better than Miles Plumlee.
What are you
Yes.
talking about? He should be the MVP.
Oh, this is 2012 or whatever year.
Alright.
Alright,
Yeah.
Ian, I'm going before you. Okay.
Okay.
My bottom 4, Milwaukee at 5.
Hmm.
Probably Miami at 6.
Mm-hmm.
Then Philadelphia at 7 if they're
Healthy.
healthy and everything goes right, and Detroit at 8.
Okay.
Alright. My bottom 4 is going to be number 5, Bucks, number 6, Heat, number 7, Hornets, and number 8, Philadelphia 76ers.
One thing I have to disagree with you guys is I don't believe Philadelphia will be able to make the playoffs this year because I don't think they're going to be super safe from injuries.
I feel like the only thing wrong with the Sixers is that lack of bench and
Yes.
just young.
Yeah.
Like,
I say next year, definitely making the playoffs if the East is doing what they're doing this year, but I don't think that I'm going to give it to them this year yet. I think they'll be borderline playoff team, which we'll talk about next episode.
Actually, I think I wanna switch around Philadelphia and Detroit. I want Philadelphia to be 8th seed.
alright, I'm sticking with Philadelphia at the 8th seed.
Okay.
Philadelphia is going to get destroyed by the Celtics.
Yeah, easily.
Or Cavs or whoever the 1 seed is. Because especially because they have no playoff experience whatsoever.
Yeah.
Who?
Philly.
The Philadelphia team. Except for like JJ Redick, but that's it.
But JJ Redick hasn't made it past the second round.
Yeah, because
So.
he played with the Clippers.
Okay, I'll start off with my top 4 in the West. I think
I'm
we'll go.
going first. Shut up.
Oh.
Okay. Okay. I say number 1 seed, Golden State.
Mm-hmm.
Number 2 seed, San Antonio.
Mm-hmm.
Number 3 seed, Houston.
Okay.
And number 4 seed, Minnesota or Oklahoma City.
Okay.
Okay, alright.
What's wrong with that, Ian?
Well, I'm just going to give my top 4.
Mhm.
I'm going with 1 Golden State, 2 Houston, 3 OKC, and 4 San Antonio.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh. I think Warriors and Spurs are going to be 1 and 2 because the Spurs are still a great team. They've improved this offseason, getting Rudy Gay.
You said gay.
They lost Jonathan Simmons.
But Jonathan Simmons for Rudy Gay is okay, and they're probably going to trade Aldridge. If they can trade Aldridge for something decent, then I think they have the ability to stay at number 2. Because they're still a good team. They have a great coach. They play great defense.
I think OKC is going to be better than San Antonio this year.
OKC.
Oh, never mind.
I think OKC will be at 3 because OKC is.
Cohesive than San Antonio.
Say again?
I just think OKC has pieces than San Antonio.
And I say Rockets at 4 because I think that OKC will be better than the Rockets, and
I don't.
why not?
Because you never know how 3 people that need the ball will work out.
Now I saw this.
2 people.
I saw one comment on someone talking about this that says you don't think, or it's weird to think that people are saying that people who've been in the league for years and that have been stars for years won't know how to play off ball. Because I believe that every good NBA player knows how to wait for the ball. Now, of course, it's a little different in the Knicks because Carmelo Anthony kind of needed to do his thing on the Knicks, but now he can take a step back on OKC, and I think he'll realize that he can do that.
Yeah, but playing for the Knicks and the
Nuggets.
the Denver people, he's never had experience of being the second or third guy that on the team. He's always been the star that's had the ball, like LeBron.
That's fair, but
he doesn't have experience.
I also think it's fair that. Okay, sorry, Ian, you can go.
So when I feel like Rockets are gonna be better. Well, okay, hold on, take a step back. When Chris Paul went to the Rockets and Melo was supposedly gonna go to the Rockets,
Mm-hmm.
and when Paul George went to the Thunder, and when Melo just went to the Thunder, everyone's just like, oh, how's that gonna work out in chemistry? Chemistry? I mean, it sort of matters, but I don't feel like chemistry kind of matters on the court. Because, on the court, Carmelo Anthony's not going to... If Carmelo Anthony doesn't get past the ball, Carmelo Anthony's not going to start screaming at Russell Westbrook on the court. Now, I feel like chemistry is more of a problem off of the court.
That's a good point.
Because, they can yell at each other all day long, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but if they get mad at each other and get in a fight or something and all this drama and rumors that he's gonna get traded or something come up, then they're not gonna want that negative attention, so they might just end up trading someone
And
away.
they're already all good friends. They're already working on their chemistry and such. And Ian, quick question. You know this because you know a lot. Does Carmelo Anthony still have his no trade clause on OKC, or is it gone?
He still has it.
Okay. I think if something goes wrong, then they trade Paul George. Because if they're having a bad year, Paul George is going to leave. He has 1 year on his contract left.
Yeah.
He's going to be leaving if they're having. If he's going to be leaving if they have a bad year. So why not trade him for maybe a younger star or someone else who can fit their system well, that can play off ball well, and some defense like Paul George can.
Alright, is everyone giving their top 4?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, let me go first on the bottom 4.
Okay.
Alright, I feel like it's going to be 5 Minnesota,
Mm-hmm.
6 Denver Nuggets, 7 LA Clippers, and 8 Utah Jazz. Now, the only team I want to talk about in those 4 teams, the Clippers, everyone's saying they're probably not going to make the playoffs, but I feel like they obviously got worse. They're going to be 3 or 45 win team. They definitely got worse, but it's not like they, turned terrible. They still have DeAndre Jordan. They still have Blake Griffin and Lou Williams now.
And they got a poor man's Chris Paul and Patrick Beverly.
Yeah. And, yeah, I feel like the Clippers are going to get in the playoffs with the 7th seed.
Okay. I said Timberwolves at 5, Clippers at 6, Nuggets at 7, and Blazers at 8. I'm surprised you said the Jazz.
Yeah, I'm surprised you said that too.
I think the Blazers are gonna just miss the playoffs.
The Blazers improved and the Jazz got worse. So
Mhm.
I don't know.
The Blazers improved.
Yusuf Nurkic.
But, like Nurkic, yeah,
They had Nurkic.
but they need him healthy.
And throughout the whole, they didn't have him the whole season.
Yeah, and having him the whole season will help too.
And we got Zach Collins, who can be a good bench player. Maybe even they give him the starting power forward. I don't really know what they're doing with that.
Yeah, we need to start Myers Leonard.
If the Blazers made another dumb trade with in the draft, wait, I'm gonna be mad.
Did you not like this? Did you not like our trade this year?
I did not like the trade.
Huh.
I did not like how Zach Collins played in the summer league.
Oh, and Caleb Swanson, of course.
I'm fine with not having Harry Giles. They select the Kings. I'm pretty sure it was the Kings.
Yeah.
Selected him with the 20th picks, but I do like the 15th pick of Justin Jackson. He's a good shooter and he can play defense. And yeah, I like that pick. If Zach Collins turns out to be bad, I'm gonna be mad.
I'm glad we got Caleb Swanigan though, because like I have confidence that he's gonna turn out to be a pretty decent player.
Me too.
Because I watched him in the playoffs. Or
Summer
not
league.
in the playoffs, in the NCAA tournament
Oh, well, that's
last
true.
year, and he looked like he could. He looked like he has potential.
What I'm mad about is I think we should have taken Malik Monk over Zach Collins. Malik Monk fell to 11.
Still available?
I'm pretty sure I'm like 90, unless I'm just being completely stupid. I'm pretty sure he's picked at 11. Let me look that up now.
But we didn't really need Malik Monk. He's a shooting guard, correct?
Moving
Yeah,
to,
we have CJ.
you could have moved him to small forward or had him back up CJ.
Yeah, but he can't improve if he's always, or he won't improve as fast or as well if he's behind CJ's like shadow.
Yeah.
Yeah, he went to pick 11. Or maybe he couldn't play small 46-3. I don't know. I
Who
think
went pick 11?
Malik
Yeah.
Malik, we had the 11th pick.
we the 10th.
Oh.
So I don't know. I think it would have been a better pick for us. Because I think he's
I
an
think we should have taken Jarrett Allen.
What'd he go? Or who'd he go to?
I'm not sure, but I know I
Oh, Jarrett Allen, he went to the Nets.
He was predicted to be going 14.
He went to the Nets late in the draft, like late first round. I'm pretty sure. I mean,
Ew.
what?
But Jarrett Allen was projected to go with us in the original draft before we traded. He was projected to go 15th to us.
Yeah, he went 22 to the Nets.
That's a nice pick.
Alright, I'm gonna give my
Bottom four.
Cameron, that's not true. What?
Are you sure? The Brooklyn Nets select Jarrett Allen with
22
the.
to the Nets was DJ Wilson. Jarrett Allen went 20 to the Kings.
Right here, I see Brooklyn Nets selected Texas center Jarrett Allen with the 22 overall pick in the 2017 NBA draft.
The 22nd pick in the. Hold on. Is this a prediction? No. Yeah. The 22nd pick was DJ Wilson.
I'm gonna go.
What websites are you guys looking at?
I'm looking at NBADraft.net.
Cameron?
I'm not sure. I'm gonna look up. I'm just gonna go to a draft results website. On ESPN it says, oh, it was a trade, it looks like. Some trade was involved, Ian. So that's probably how we're getting different answers.
Alright.
Okay, I'm gonna give my bottom four.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. Alright.
The 4th and 5th seed, I think Minnesota and Oklahoma City will be fighting over that, so yeah, that's my choice.
Mm-hmm.
And 6 6, I think we'll go to probably Denver.
Wait, did you say the Timberwolves already, Matthew?
Yeah.
Okay.
Probably, I think the 6th will go to Denver, the 7th to Memphis, and the 8th to Portland.
Memphis?
Yeah.
Okay. The
They
one
made
thing.
the playoffs last year.
Yeah, but they lost Zach Randolph and Vince Carter. And Ben McLemore's out for the first month with a broken foot.
The one thing I'm thinking about the Grizzlies is they still have Mike Conley, they still have Marc Gasol. I don't think they'll be playoffs, but I don't think they're gonna be taking a huge fall off. I think they'll borderline playoff team.
I think they're going to take like a 10-game fall.
Really?
Yeah.
You're insane.
Okay, my bottom 4 is the Timberwolves, Clippers, Nuggets, Blazers. Because I think they're all pretty.
You think the Clippers are going to be higher than the Nuggets?
Yes.
You think the Clippers are going to go 6th?
Yes.
Are you insane?
No. You
They
can
have no one on their team.
you can switch the Nuggets and the Clippers if you want. Matthew, their starting lineup will be Patrick Beverly, Lou Williams, Sam Decker, Blake Griffin, and DeAndre Jordan. That's a good starting lineup.
Paul Millsap, Nikola Jokic, Emmanuel Mudiay,
Yeah, I don't. What do you. Bro,
Gary
what?
Harris.
Are you good, fam?
I don't know. I think the Clippers will do better than the Nuggets.
They just have a bunch of decent players.
I see what Cameron's talking about.
Thank you for at least understanding. You don't need to agree, but just understand the method to my madness.
I don't understand.
All right.
Is that all of our topics?
Yeah, I think so.
Alright.
So this has been the
First podcast?
our first podcast.
How are we going to do this
How about we release one
Once a week.
every Sunday?
Saturday? Cameron, this is Saturday.
Tomorrow. Every Saturday night.
Alright.
Oh, how about just every weekend?
Okay.
Just
So it doesn't really matter what day.
Okay. So
Alright.
we'll be signing out. We'll see you next week. Bye.
Alright, peace, guys.